Today's sponsor is the Clicker Company, the #1 source for blank and imprinted clickers to train your pets. Visit clickercompany.com for fast, friendly, and reliable customer service. We're gonna have a blast today. You're going to meet the awesome Airedale puppy, Teddy. I'm gonna show you an awesome way to speed up your training progress and how to teach a trick that every puppy needs to know. When teaching a new dog, an area that a lot of people struggle with is timing, especially new pet parents. All the great communication in the world doesn't really mean much unless you're communicating with them at the right time. If you haven't already, click subscribe right now. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Like me on Facebook, the link will be in the description. Click thumbs up to show your support for the videos. Consider contributing on Patreon as well. Your contributions of $2, $5, or more a month are really helping us to do more with our videos. I love clicker training, and today I'm going to show you how to use clicker training to really fast forward your training. Now let's meet Teddy and his family. Melissa, Airedale Terriers aren't the most common breed. What made you guys decide to get an Airedale?
We were actually looking for a large breed that didn't shed. My son has asthma. Henry actually and we researched the breed for about a year, and it was going to be between a standard poodle and a giant schnauzer or Airedale Terrier. We got him, he came home, he was very lovable, he was very intelligent.
And Henry, you guys have 4 kids.
Correct.
How is Teddy with all the kids?
He loves them. You know, when the kids go outside, he wants to go out there with them and go run around play.
Have they gotten involved with the training as well or not?
A little bit. I know my 3-year-old, she's you know, sometimes she wants to give him treats, she makes him sit down before she gives him a treat.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's good. I love it when people get the family involved with teaching the dog. Henry, why don't you show me what you've taught Teddy? Clearly, Henry hasn't been messing around because this puppy is all about learning and super interested in Henry as a trainer. Very impressive. What I'd like to do today is to show you a way to tighten up your communication with Teddy. Now, this is a clicker. That's what it does. And we're gonna condition Teddy to understand that that sound means, good dog, I like what you did, you win a prize. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Since dogs are still in the process of learning our language, it's critical that we communicate to them the instant they do something. Now, the advantage of the clicker is that it's an artificial sound, so it really captures their attention a lot better, and it gives you as a human being a button in your hand to press the moment they do what you like. Now, conditioning your dog to the clicker, super easy, takes less than a minute to do. I think we should do it right now. What do you say?
Sounds great.
I love using real meat for this because we're really just trying to stimulate our dog's taste buds. Tiny pieces of real chicken or other type of meat are like a $1 bill to your dog, whereas kibble, dog food, or some training treats are like a quarter. But do take precautions into account during these initial stages of conditioning your dog to the clicker. Before you guys introduce a clicker to your dog, do it from a distance, click from across the room, even muffle it like that, because there's a decent percentage of dogs that are kind of nervous of that sound, so be really understanding of that and don't come up to them and click in their face. All we're gonna do is this, watch. Click, tiny piece of chicken. We're gonna do this several times in a row. During this first step, we simply want our dogs to know that a treat comes after the clicking sound. Don't ask them to do anything during this phase. Just click and treat. Now, have you taught him to sit for a treat out of curiosity, Henry?
Yes, I have.
Okay, brilliant. The reason I ask that is many of you will notice that as you're doing this with your dog, they'll automatically offer a sit. They know from past experience that when we break out the treats and they sit, they get a treat, so that tells you they're starting to make the connection that this means they're getting a treat. Click. Now, see, there's the automatic sit I was talking about. That means he's making the connection that, hey, when the clicker goes off, I get paid. Just to be clear, the clicker does not cue your dog to sit in this instance. This is just evidence that your dog is associating the clicker with a treat. Dogs really thrive and advance quickly when you have that genuine energy behind your training. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
There's no urgency to rush the treat to them after the click. The click is what lets your dog know that they've done something right. Click, treat, look at that. So you can click, wait a second, then treat. He ain't going anywhere. The timing of the click is the most important thing, not the placement of the reward or getting the reward to them. Why don't you go ahead and distract him for a moment? Oh, by the way, he's already conditioned to the clicker. It's that quick. Look at that, and he's right on me. The purpose of this little test is to clarify that Teddy has a strong association with the clicker, so much so that a little distraction is not enough to break his attention span. However, avoid using the clicker to call your dog. Since the click means good dog, you'll only want to click when you specifically like what your dog is doing at that moment. So, where do you get a clicker, and how do you practically use it for teaching your dog to be amazing? You can and should get your clickers from clickercompany.com. I've actually been getting my clickers there for some time. They have excellent customer service. I can speak firsthand to that. They don't make you buy hundreds of them. However, you can if you want. I do recommend you get a pretty fair amount of them. That way you can have them throughout the house in a drawer, so you're not hunting for a clicker when you want to jump into spontaneous training with them. Very good, you're doing terrific. And they're pretty inexpensive. They're only about $1 or $2 a piece, depending on which model you go with. You can also get them imprinted right here, custom imprinting if you want to do that, or you can just buy them blank. Dog trainers, you can get a bunch of clickers. It's a really nice touch for your clients, or you can give them out to your students in a class. Clicker Company also gives special discounts to APDT members as well as Pet Professional Guild members. You're terrific. Now, I know what you're wondering. There are 2 common questions I usually get from people about clicker training. A, will I always need the clicker? No. The clicker is good to build initial communication with your dog. And the second thing is, can I just make a sound like snapping my fingers or a sound with my mouth like, you could do that, but judging from experience, you're gonna get pretty fatigued because a good training session, you're clicking 50 times. You'll find that you'll achieve better timing when you can just press that button. If you do find that your dog is just scared of the clicker and nothing you do is gonna get him over that fear, you can adopt a special word like I use, yes. Something that stands out from your everyday speech. Later on in our training, when I'm not using the clicker as much, I can still default to that word yes, or good, or whatever you want. It can be any word you want. Yes. Good, nice work. Let me show you how it works. Since Teddy already knows how to sit, I'm gonna show you how you would apply this. Sit. Yes, the moment that butt hits the ground is the time you click. Look at that. Now he's going on to the next thing he knows because he's used to a routine. I'm gonna ignore that right now, even though I think it's very impressive. I'm gonna stay focused on one thing at a time right now. So let's say we were teaching our dogs, look at me, for example. We would do, look at me, and click the moment we have that eye contact. I like to play a little game when I'm teaching people how to use clicker training. Why don't you run through your basic routine with him? I'll click when I think you should click, and we'll see if our clicks are synchronized.
Paw.
Good, right there. We clicked at the exact same time.
Lay down.
Perfect, wonderful, very good timing. You can ask him to go up now? Perfect. Now you're good at this. But the more accurate you can be with your timing, the more time you're gonna save on your training because there's less guesswork on your dog's part. I feel like he definitely knows what the clicker means at this point, so I'm thinking that we should try and teach him a cute trick here. It's a fun way to build communication with your dog. Have you taught him play dead by any chance?
No.
Okay, so this needs to be resolved immediately. So right now I'm gonna lure him with this piece of chicken. Why did I click there? He didn't play dead.
I would say because it was attempting to. He was kind of getting confused on what to do.
Yeah, really good dog trainers are very good at communicating to their dogs. I like that you're on the right track. So check this out, here we go. Yes, good. Notice the lure, see how close I am? A lot of people attempt to, I missed a click. I probably should have clicked there, shouldn't I have? Good, nice work. A lot of people tend to do this with their dogs, and then their dog's head turns and they get up and they have no idea what you want. So letting them really lick on it like this, and I'm right there, because this paw moved, I clicked. I like that he was thinking about falling on his side, which would be a really awesome play dead. Good, right there. Did you see that body movement right there? That was a big step in the right direction. This is what I love about clicker training. It really cuts out a lot of the clutter of that beginning communication when they're this young, at 13 and a half weeks. Yes, yes, good, awesome. Look at this. That is fantastic. Look at him. And I'm gonna click him, I'm continuing to click to let him know I love that you're still doing that. And he's thinking, well, if I do this and the clicker keeps going off, I must be doing something right. He's got a good play dead. He falls over on his back. I like that. Most dogs only go on their side, so that's really cool. Yes, play dead. Now do you see how he's just falling into it? Because he's getting the picture. This is all possible because of our very tight communication. I think it's important to genuinely communicate. It's not just click, treat, and be a robot. You know what I mean? It's really important to really connect with your dog. And clicker training is a great way to increase the time in which that happens. You could read him like a book right there. He was like, I think this is what you want, but I'm not sure. You could see the thought enter his mind, and that's when you want to click to let them know that you like what they're doing. Well, this is why the most advanced behaviors in the world taught to any animal are done through reinforcement training like this. What do you say we make it a rollover? Roll over, how about that? Love it. And then look at this. Let's go the other way. Good, roll over. This is about teaching from the inside outwards. Special thanks to our patrons on patreon.com/ZachGeorge. Because of you guys, we're able to get better equipment. We're able to hire great people like Dennis over here. We do appreciate your contributions of $2, $5, $10 a month or whatever is easy for you to do. But if you don't want to contribute anything, that's totally fine too. The most important thing is that you're enjoying the videos and you're learning something. Like me on Facebook as well. Link will be in the description. Click thumbs up, and of course, make sure you're subscribed. Henry, you guys did awesome today. Really good job.
Thank you.
Nice work, buddy. Check out these other videos. Need help with puppy biting? Lafitte and I will show you what to do. If you have a puppy or a new dog, Train Your Puppy 8 Things in 7 Days is a must-see. If your dog pulls on the leash, Zeus the German Shepherd, and I will give you a vivid example as to how to handle this. Are you in the mood for more dog tricks? Teach your dog to sit pretty, and don't forget to subscribe.